Hi, I'm Josh.
Hey, and I'm Vanessa, and we're going to talk about our 7-day Western Caribbean cruise via Carnival Cruise Line. We went on a 7-day cruise, went to 3 different ports, Belize, Honduras, and Cozumel. Yep. So we're going to go through the first 3 days in this first video, and with some pictures and video that we took there, and then the second video we'll go through the second half. We took a taxi from the airport into New Orleans, like the main area, to our hotel, which was really expensive, by the way, and I would not recommend doing that because Uber was much cheaper the rest of the trip. But we stayed at Le Pavilion Hotel, which is like kind of, yeah, historic. People say that it's haunted. Finally in New Orleans. Okay. 8:04. It says this way, 8:01 to 8:15. 8:04. This place is really pretty. Almost here. We're one floor away from the haunted floor. Okay. 8:04. That's us. Alright. Got it?
Yep.
Is that a doorbell? Does it work?
Probably.
It works.
Nobody home. It's alright.
It's alright. It's alright. Wait, I need to turn the bathroom on.
Give it a second.
It's gotta be. Oh, we have light. Look at that. Look how cute it is, baby. This is like ancient.
Oh, it's historic.
It's historic.
Set it on a plaque. So we promptly hit Bourbon Street and got acclimated. It wasn't busy, but there were still a lot of people there, so that was nice that it wasn't like, shoulder to shoulder in the streets. But the I think what did we do first? We were like, we needed to get some food, so we hit up this one, like it was a nice little restaurant, nothing too fancy, and it's not like nothing too extravagant.
I think it was called Remoulade.
Something like that.
And then I had a mint julep, and I think you had a local beer.
Yeah, which I don't remember what it was.
Wait, it was a Beta.
No, I think I just had like an Abita lager, which is, or whatever their Abita. I think it's a lager, which was nice to have it on draft because you can't get that up here in Ohio. So on draft, it's always Purple Haze or whatever.
We kind of walked around a little bit, and we saw this bar that was really hopping, for lack of a better term. Yeah. It was hopping. Yeah. But they were playing good music, and people seemed to be staying in it, and I think it was called Funky 544.
Yeah. It's like Funky 544 or Funky 445 or
something like that.
Look for the word funky and 3 numbers, 2 of them that are the same.
Yes. And then we moved on and kind of did some bar hopping. So, I don't know. Do you remember where we went next?
No, I have no idea where we went next.
Oh, yeah, of course, because he was ordering and drinking a shot every time.
Red rum. Red rum.
That's a lot. I hope nobody's in the elevator with us. Thank you.
Thank you. We're in New Orleans. We made it. We're here.
I just feel out of place.
What do we do? It's a bunch of little people. Probably is. Oh, I don't know what this is, but this is good. I don't know what that was.
Can't hit those notes. I tried.
They can't. Close. You're working your way up. You're working your way up.
Okay, yeah, check it. Yeah, that was bad.
Wet your whistle.
That was really bad. We went back to the hotel to get ready for our second day. First day of the cruise.
Yeah. So I think after that, I'm like, we're using Uber because this is what that taxi was way too expensive. And I think it would cost us.
Yeah.
It was like borderline almost $40 from the airport to.
Yeah. Very expensive.
Yeah, to the hotel.
Unnecessary.
When it was like probably if we would have used Uber, it'd been half that price. So definitely don't forget the taxis. Use Uber. It's such a better way to get around. The people are way more friendly than taxi drivers. But so we had second day. We wanted to make sure that we had a good breakfast. So we didn't quite know how far the place was. So I suggested that we walk with our luggage, which was a bad idea.
And it wasn't like our hotel was too far away from the scene. It was like on Bourbon Street, but before it actually is called Bourbon Street. And then you even have to go a few streets over to get to Cafe Du Monde, right?
Yeah. So
it was in the vicinity, but we kind of didn't know where we're going.
Yeah, with luggage, it wasn't a good idea. If we didn't have luggage, it would have been fine. Vignettes are always amazing. There's always a line to get into this place. When you do go, know that people do not see you. You walk in and find a spot to sit. So that's very important because I forgot about that. And a lot of people just are standing around waiting for someone to seat them, and it doesn't work that way.
That's why the line was so long.
Yeah, at least for today. And there's two lines actually. There's ones that you get to go and you seat yourself. Then there's also the to-go line, which wraps around the back side of the place to order your vignettes to go.
So we had those, and then we had a little bit of time before we needed to get back on the ship. So we decided to look up an Uber because we knew that it would be about $18, I think, is what the taxi cab said on our way into the city to have them take us to the ship from wherever we were.
Yeah.
And the Uber was like $7.
It was pretty cheap. Yeah,
and they were there so fast. Yeah. So we took the Uber to the ship. This is the point where we started to get excited because as we're driving, we can see like little hints of the ship along the way. And then our excitement was squashed when we pulled up and we saw all the crowds standing there waiting to get on the boat. And a little bit of confusion. So the first thing that we missed was the luggage drop off. I carried a bigger suitcase and I think you carried a smaller one, and we also had to carry on bags.
Yeah.
And my plan is that the smaller suitcases, we would have them take up to our room while they're getting it ready so that we don't have that much stuff and we can go swimming or whatever, because we packed our bathing suits and our carry-on and all the stuff we need to kind of have fun until our room is ready. But before you even get into the building, there is just a big area of the sidewalk, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were confused and we missed it, so we ended up having to take our luggage all the way on the boat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first stop was, to kind of give you a flow of the way it goes, the first stop is your passport. Second stop was checking our luggage, and we did pack wine, so they did have to check that too. Third stop was how are we going to pay for the various things that we want to pay for with our sail and sign card. And then from there, we just showed like 6 or 7 people our card before we could get on the boat.
Right.
After 15 checkpoints, we're finally on the ship. Well, sort of on the ship.
She's unthinkable, they say.
Alright, well, our room won't be ready until 1:30, so let's figure something out.
Okay. So yeah, so once we were on the boat, we just immediately plopped down and they just gave us drinks essentially. I mean, you just give them your card, they write them down, and boom, you have a drink.
Our room didn't take that long. I think after we like flopped down for a little while.
For like a half hour, I think it took about a half hour once we got on the boat.
So yeah, we had a really in our room when we finally got there, we had a really nice view from the balcony. We had one of the cove balconies because we were on like the lower floor, which was nice, and it actually gives you more room. This is what we'll be doing next week. Hi.
Can we do the stick for a while, your dresser?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
Sorry.
Did you check already your card? No, just leave it.
Oh, just leave it? Okay.
We done already only the dresser.
Oh,
okay, should we step
check
up?
for me your card if it is working.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's our fault.
No.
We broke the rules and went into our room early. Go out to the balcony.
Are stored in your stateroom. Please make sure that you have sufficient
We're on port side right now. Wow. So a lot that goes into this. Well, that is a tiny bathroom, but it'll do.
Okay, so this is the one plug right here?
Yes. So I'll grab that. Alright, you wanna look at our fun times while we get breakfast?
on the starboard side of the ship on deck 4.
We also did some exploring the first day. We went on the water slides, which were actually really fun. Explored the adult Serenity Lounge. We had our first night dinner, formal dinner, because we did that every night. We did the dining hall.
Go to the dinner. Please go to the dinner. There's no reason to eat at a buffet like constantly when someone is going to serve you way better food.
And you can get whatever you want and multiple things if you're not sure. Yeah, I agree.
And the waitstaff's amazing.
Yeah.
Best waitstaff.
They remember everything about you.
Yep.
They really do. We explored after dinner some of the hidden decks in the area, some of the things that you kind of have to look for to find, which was really nice. Played some putt-putt, and then got our fun times for the evening, which is what tells you basically what other exciting events are happening for the next day. So you get a chance to see all of that. So we're going to insert some clips and pictures of our first day to kind of sum everything up. We're here!
Made it. Picks up speed, doesn't it?
Yes!
Trying to drown you.
That's awesome. Woo! This is our view right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So that was an appetizer portion.
It wasn't?
It was,
oh, really?
Because you have more.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the plate's bigger.
no idea which one. There's a balcony.
Fantastic. That was far too. Joshua Gardner. Fantastic job. You have to do the super low voice.
I don't want to.
All right, so we are on to day 3. And day 3, we kind of just did a little bit more exploring, looked at our fun times a lot to see what kind of cool things were going on. But there are a few main things that we hit on day 2. One was the casino. Oh man. We hung out by the pool for a little bit, which is cool. There's a lot of really family-oriented stuff at the pool and a lot of really cheesy stuff. We enjoyed some of it. We kind of, I mean,
we enjoyed it by making fun of it.
Right. There was the drink contest that we watched, which was okay.
Just a little bit. It's a little salty.
But there's a lot of activities going on there. They have like pool parties and they have little dance nights and stuff. First formal night was on day 2. So you'll get to see a little bit of footage there. We got all schnazzed
Snap
up.
your suspenders.
Like to say that he took a lot more time than I did.
That's not true.
Ready?
That's not true.
It's a celebration.
Our formal night dinners were less appealing to us than the rest of the dinners. We're not steak eaters.
Yeah.
I don't eat meat. He doesn't like steak. He doesn't like seafood.
Judge me. Judge me.
They're probably just judging me. But like, so there's lobster tail and steak didn't really look good to us.
Yeah,
However,
I did have the steak though, didn't I? I think I did one night. One night I had the steak. I had like one of the staple foods, and it wasn't that good. It was blah.
So if you're going to the dining hall and you're disappointed and you're eating steak and lobster tail the whole time, then yeah, I get that.
Try something different.
Yes, their vegetarian meals were wow. Their vegetarian meals were fantastic, and I know I'm saying that because, you know, that's really what I could eat, right? But there's a lot of other stuff other than the vegetarian option that I could eat too. But step outside of the box a little bit because they try a lot of different cool things with some of the dishes that are not standard. They had some amazing Indian selections in the buffet and every night in the dining room. So get outside of your comfort zone and you might be impressed.
And as a person that does eat meat, she is right. You definitely need to step outside your comfort zone. Don't just get the standard, whatever. What you can get here is what you should not be getting there. You want to try the new things because that's the whole point of it. If you don't like it, send it back. Get something different. It costs you no more than what you've already paid. Step outside your comfort zone. Try something different. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Tell them you don't like it and you'll get something different.
So I think this is the night that we went to Club Caliente for the first time.
Caliente, muy caliente.
There was lots of space. There's no like horrendous VIP area that has all the comfortable couches that you can't sit in.
There's no
like,
douchebag.
okay.
It's not like your typical club like people being douchebags trying to be creepy and stuff like that. Because it's a hodgepodge of people that are on this boat. It's
and
not
ages.
And ages. Yeah, like I mean, you had people from 21 all the way up into I'd say like their 50s.
Yeah,
at
50s
least
or 60s.
50s or 60s.
Well, honey, that black couple was probably in their 80s. They
you're
just,
funny. The black don't crack, right?
They
Alright.
just looked really good.
Yeah. You mean President Obama? This guy looked like he was like Obama looking.
He had some slack
You know,
to him on the dance floor.
Yeah, super jelly.
Moves. But
yeah.
club is cool, and the DJ actually was a good DJ. I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
Those are our first 3 days, so stay tuned. We're gonna have the last part of our cruise in the next video, but until then,
Muy caliente.
muy caliente.